Hi there, and welcome to the Barbara Young channel, and welcome to a Vlogmas, a day 5, which I think it's Thursday, isn't it? Thursday, the 5th of December 2024. So, today's day, well, feels again a bit slow. You know me, just slow on that front. I did do my ironing. Look, it's all gone. Look, I've got one item, well, all gone. Got one item that I didn't iron. Got to that one and I thought, I can't be bothered with that one. Can't be bothered with that one. So I just left that one. So that was the one item I didn't do, but everything else has been done and put away. You know, that's half of it, isn't it? Iron it. And then you've got to try and squeeze it into your cupboards and your wardrobe and whatnot, you know. Well, I had limited space, so I have to try and squeeze it in there, but never mind. It did go in, so it's all in and it's all done. So there we go. Ironing done. It'll soon be a pile there again before too long, but never mind. Besides that, what I did was solder on a bit with the Butterick 6760. That one, you know, the dresses that I'm making. I needed to get the top section sorted, and this is the mock-up. It's not the main thing. Like I said, I haven't worked out what material I'm going to use yet. Haven't decided yet, but I'm going to have to work that out quite soon, I suppose. But anyway, I digress. Where is it? Front and back? No, that's the front. There we go. We've got this thing. So this is the front. Right, and we have these great big long pieces, and that wraps around the back and ties at the front. I have taken a couple of pictures, so I'll insert those wherever you'll see them, so you can see what it sort of looks like when it's tied up. And I have managed to get this curvature much better now. That sits much better, this princess seam that's on there. So that sits on my body form much better than it did originally. And because this is now lined, if I turn it around this way, as you can see, it's lined. You know, this is a sort of top piece. This is the body section, but you could, I suppose, if you were able to make a waistband piece, you could almost make this as like a reversible top section, a top piece of some sort. Yeah, that's an idea. Reversible top. For summer like, and I know it's not summer, we're almost at Christmas, aren't we? That's why we're doing Vlogmas. Day 5. But yeah, you've got these long pieces. The problem I have, I suppose, is that when you look at these pieces, you've got this one singular bit goes from here and attaches on the side and at the shoulder, and you've got this long strap piece, and it's like that takes up quite a bit of material, and you have to cut 4 of these, or if your lining is a different colour, then you have to cut 2 for your main and 2 for your lining, or cut all 4 for the lining from a main material that will be on both sides. But it's quite long, so, and because it sits at an angle, 45-degree angle sort of like, it really will hack into the material that I'm going to be using. So I really need to use probably a wide material, something that's got a wide width to it, you know, 149, 150 or something. It's a 1.5 metre job sort of width on it, at least 54 inches, something like that. So it's going to need to be wide, because that takes out. Or what you could do, I suppose, is I could chop it so far along the pattern and then take this piece, this longer bit, the tie bit from a different piece, and cut it separately. So, and then just stitch it on at that point to make that length. I have seen that. I've seen a picture where that has been done, which obviously helps to save on material. And that was a brilliant idea, I thought, because if depending on where you chop it at, could mean that you could sort of chop it at about this point, just before it comes round the body, or you can chop it a little bit further on, so where it comes round the side, and then have this length piece. Either way, it should hopefully help with material usage. So that is a great idea. I might look at doing that. So that is one thing I could do. But yeah, so yeah, that's worked out quite nicely, and I like the way the pattern sits. Obviously I didn't do all the understitching and trimming and whatnot that I should do. I just needed the mock-up to get a good idea of fit and how this thing goes together, and it's not that bad a pattern. I think now that I've worked it out and I've got my shaping sorted, and if I sort out what I want to do with the bands, then yeah, that's a work. That's a go. That's a good one. Just need to decide what material. I keep mentioning that, don't I? What material am I going to use? I don't know. I haven't decided really. Just need to sort of work that out. But yeah, I quite like that. I like the pattern and it's not bad. I know it's a summery thing again, and I keep making these summery things. To look for something that's a bit more wintry, I suppose, but they're not as nice, are they? Sometimes I do like layers though, so if it can be layered, that works fine for me. I can put something underneath this, and then I can put maybe a jumper or something like that on top, you know, and then you have a long jacket or something. So yeah, okay, get covered up, but it'll work. That'll work. That'll be fine. That'll be fine. But yeah, so the idea that it could be reversible, that I love that. Now that I've thought of it, because you can then have a funky side on the inside and a more on one side that's a bit more plainer. So if you fancy having a funky side, you can just turn it through the other way. Only as a top though, because obviously if you have a skirt fit through here, I'll put my teeth back in. Let me start again. If you have the skirt attached to it, then obviously you can't have it as a reversible. Depending on how you do the skirt, I suppose, no, it wouldn't work because the way the skirt's attached. But if I could work out a way of taking this section, which is the front piece, and having a piece that comes round the back to secure it better, then yeah, I reckon that would work. I like that. I like that pattern. It's growing on me, definitely growing on me. It needs to, because I'm going to be wearing it, aren't I? Yeah, I do like that. Okay, that is Butterick 6760. That's how far I've got. It's a little bit odd in the way that you pull it through, because you stitch the fronts, you stitch this and this together, and then this long strap piece to the shoulder, and then you have to stitch, before you put this together at the side seam, you have to stitch round the arm section, and then you have to go from here, go all the way around the tag, come all the way back, all the way to the front, all the way around this tag, this tie piece, and all the way back along to the other side. So it's one great big long seam that you do, and it takes forever. It took a long time to put this together this afternoon, so longer than I was expecting. I wanted to get a bit more done on my deer today, and I didn't get to touch my deer today. Oh dear, you could say. No deer done today. Oh dear. Never mind. Yeah, and that was it really. So I didn't really get and push on with much else at all today. So another quietish day really, that I didn't get much done. But I can't say more than that really, can I? You know, I've done something, and I'm nearly there. What I need to do now, I suppose, is attach that to the skirt section, really properly understand how it's going to sit on me, make any more adjustments in my notes of what I want to do, and then find my good fabric for it. And then I'll be able to give it a proper go. Oh, I don't have a zip, so I'd have to find a zip as well. Never mind, that's not a problem. It's not a problem. I can get a zip. I've got plenty of zips. So yeah, it's the mock-up is virtually done, and then it'll just be making the main garment. So, but that's enough rabbiting about that Butterick pattern. What else can I tell you about today? Not a lot. The weather's gone horrendous. It's horrific out there. It's windy and blowy, and apparently it looks like we've got another storm that's brewing up to blow in for the weekend. So that's not going to be fun, is it? You know, weekend of storms. But I keep saying it is winter. I ought to expect this sort of weather come winter. So I'm And with that, that is about it really for today. Just enjoy the weather. I mean, I've heard a phrase, and I'd love to say who uses this phrase and who and give the quote and the name of the person who created it, but I just don't know it. If you do know this phrase I'm about to say, let me know who originally created this phrase, if it was created by anybody at all. There's no such thing as bad weather, just bad clothing. I think that's it anyway. So, you know, as long as you've got the right clothing on, then the weather shouldn't be a problem, should it? So go out and enjoy the rain and the wind and splashing and being outside, because sometimes that can be quite nice and enjoyable to do. You know, go for a walk in the rough weather. I do that occasionally, but it is quite nice. So I think I'll wrap it up there, partly because I'm looking at my hair in the thing. Yeah, and my hair's down and it needs washing. Absolutely horrendous. Feels terrible. So yeah, I'll have to give that a wash tomorrow. Fantastic. So there we go. That is my Vlogmas day 5, the 5th of December 2024. And nothing much else to say. So hopefully I'll see you all tomorrow. So take care. Bye.
Papo Young.